In the last series, I picked the Porsche on purpose because it was the one that, in a sense, felt the most familiar. In the sense that I can remember driving a Volkswagen with the motor in the back in the winter, and what you had to do to make that work. And so, in the idea of trying to make the racing series feel like a realistic experience, especially in light of the fact that you have no idea about racing for real anyway. And so to struggle with the things that the Porsche would do made it more interesting. In fact, we're going to drive around in our world famous Bathurst 18th place winning livery. I'm going to take it around the whole park. I'm going to guess we can do maybe faster than I would imagine. I don't think we'll do, what was the 159? That was terrible. I'll bet you if we took the advantage of it, we could do that. No. So no setup, just the default. Just safe setup. Start it up. Still a beautiful day. 5 o'clock still. We could have changed the time. I wanted to see a sunset. Cold tires. We need to stay away from the curbs. Interestingly, the Porsche feels like old reliable. Even though it wasn't very successful in my last racing series, I feel for myself that I learned a lot. I guess it's the amount of immersion that goes into these things is it's based on, part of it is how much you kind of want to believe in what you're doing. And so I enjoyed immersing myself in the identity of a sort of hapless race car driver. It was just, trying to do your best. And so even though I didn't have very good lap times, I was going to say, well, I qualified. That's because I managed to finish a lap without going off the track. But in the process of doing all these things, I did hundreds of laps on a whole bunch of tracks. I know all of them a lot better now. And then I've applied the Occam's razor about seeing if they're any different when you're actually in a race. And the difference between being on a track in a real race with human opponents as opposed to chasing around against the AI is phenomenal. A lot of the sims have really well written AI. They give you a very convincing race. But it's nothing like having real people behind the wheel, especially once a few races have gone by and you're starting to recognize the different racers and the different cars, and you get a feeling for just how fast some of these people are going, because it's phenomenal. Well, it would be nice to maybe take a higher line going through that corner. It feels very bumpy. want to see the replay of this and see if we were using the whole track or we were stooging around and going too hot, too hot, too hot. But we made it. Wow. I thought for certain we weren't going to make it there. That felt a lot different going through there than the McLaren did. So I'm thinking we'll probably do somewhere around 157, 156 in Porsche, because I think that would be sort of my my basic time. We're not really going too fast, not really pushing it, sort of taking the safe line with the idea of not invalidating your lap. Trying to be as smooth as you can. Ironically, that might even be the fastest way to go. But you always think, oh, if I just press harder on the go pedal, it'll be better. But a lot of times, that's not necessarily the thing. That's nice. I wonder if it's better to let yourself sort of roll through there, or to sort of cut it tight and let your tires pay the price. $155. Oh, good for you, little Porsche. I think that is because of all the chasing around I did in this car before. So compared to the other ones, I'm a lot more familiar with it. And so 155 is pretty good, at least for me. Let's go take a look at the replay and see just how badly I was breaking all the driving rules. Neutral, engines off, first gear. So we're back here. 155. That's good. That's better than. It's faster than the Audi. I'm pretty certain it's because we're more familiar with it, and this would be sort of more confident in the way that we drive the thing around. Let's check the replay out and see just how bad we were doing. We'll just get close to the end of the first lap. Chasing along looks lovely. We can go wider there. And we have to go wider there. Go wider. catch this at apex. Not too far off. And this is kind of late apex, so that's not too bad. I'm sure there's a better line. Gotta go wider to the right before we turn in. I'm just ripping myself off. And then there's a different line that I gotta take through there too. I go wider and then cut in, come out on the inside. It's not too bad. What do we do here? Oh, we weren't even on the curb, so we can cut those things easily. It's pretty obvious. But that's the dealio there. That wasn't too bad. Coming around to our panicky corner. It didn't feel too bad this time. It's easy to get that apex. I'm picking where to turn in here. It was alright. This car, I think, just needs to be stiffer. Go wider, yeah. We hit the apex, so that was alright. And that's a happy little Porsche. Okay, we'll get out of there. Well, we'll cut out of there. So I think it's pretty obvious which car I want to be driving in that next series. Well, that's not really true. We could drive the McLaren and then set ourselves up for big failure when, even though it seems to be much faster, we'll end up not really being that much faster. I really enjoyed driving around the BMW. It felt like a sports car rather than a supercar. And the Camaro tractor. It's just something else. They're all wonderful. Thank you, Kunos, for all these wonderful GT4 cars. I'll just be saying that for everybody else here. So, playing a set of course of competency on it. But I think that's all the chasing around I got time for tonight. I'm going to come back and do some more Automobilista, maybe some more Art Factor 2, just about any kind of driving simulator I come with keeps me pretty happy. Get to chase around on these cool tracks, these cool cars, the cool kids. So until next time, what do they say? Pedal to the metal. See you next time.
Telephone, she said, stop what you're doing, man, and honey, come on home. I can't hold out too long. I can feel the feeling. I'm talking to you alone. Daddy, don't you worry, I know you're my desire. Can't you see I need you now? I hate you.